Hello everybody, I hope you're well. It's just on my heart to share this. And when we say faith, we've got faith, a lot of people can look and they think, oh, well, you're fine, you don't know what I'm going through. And I just want to share how your faith grows. And after my husband passed away 11 years ago, I didn't know which way to turn or where to go. But I'd come to a place of knowing the Lord, that I just had to trust in Him because He was the only one that I could trust in. And after he passed away, I remember my sister-in-law saying to me, what if you're going to lose the house? What if you're going to... I said, well, if I lose everything, I lose everything. What can I do? I just had to trust in God. He came to restore all that was broken. And it was a situation that there was nothing I could do in that place. I had 4 children, 3 were mine, and Sarah still to consider. She was going to university. And there's no way I had a way to able to look after them or provide for them or even know what to do. I just didn't know. I was in a hopeless case, and it reminds me just of the place that we're all in now, that we just don't know which way to turn, the way it's going to go, what's happening. And it's just that time that I really turned to the Lord and I saw, Lord, well, let your will be done. I'm trusting in you. Your word says in Proverbs 3 verse 5 and 6, I was trusting you with all my heart, mind and soul, not lean to my own understanding. In all my ways acknowledge you, and you shall direct my path. And I trusted in Him and I stood on His word. And as the weeks went by, God just restored all the things. It would just make a way. It was hectic things that happened. The kids still had to go to school. They still needed clothes. They still needed feeding. Still needed to go to work. And just one thing after another, the Lord just came through for me. And it didn't always happen my way. Now it says in Hebrews 11 verse 1, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So I had hoped it, that was a faith. I would hope good things were going to happen. I hoped the situation was going to turn around. In the midst of my loss and despair and my heartache, life still had to go on. I had to still look after my children. And I think it's like a place we find ourselves in now. Whatever's happening around us, we still have to get up, we still have to eat, we still have to live. And we sometimes forget to live. And we're thinking about dying all the time, that we forget to live for the moment and love those people around us and make the most of every second and every moment that we've got. And it's in that time of darkness is when we draw closer to God. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for. We hope for it, but the evidence of things not seen. So we don't see it, we don't know what's going to happen, but we hope it, and we just speak it into being. When we start getting God's word, and we start speaking life and we start trusting in Him, it's just amazing what He does. So I just hope this can encourage somebody today in their dark place that they're at, wherever they are. And we're all in the same situation. None of us know what's happening. Even the governments don't know. They are just all just guessing what to do now, just trying their best to do whatever they know to do. We're all in this place. But one thing I do know, prayer can go where we can't, and God is a good God through it all. He showed me time and time again. The last 11 years, I've just said, wow, 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 how great is our God. He's just done amazing things for me. He's brought me out of dark places, and He's brought me to a place where I just trust in Him even when I just don't know. Trusting in God when the answer is no, and trusting in God when you just don't know. And that's sometimes where we find our place. We just don't know, but it's trusting. Lord, your word says that you will work these things for good. Your word said now faith is. So I'm trusting in you. Your word says that we must count it all joy, even though we don't feel joyful in this time. But as we start trusting in Him and speaking it and standing on His word, and sometimes just letting go and letting God, say, I give it all to you, dear Father God. There's nothing I can do in my situation, so I hand it all over to you. I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to be anxious, because your word said I mustn't, and you will direct my path. So I hope this has just encouraged somebody today. And if it is, to share it with somebody, because I just want to encourage somebody today in a dark place. There is hope. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. We might not see it, but by having faith and believing God can turn any situation around, it will happen. Have a blessed day, everybody.